Comrades, I'm really proud to be here today, and I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we're standing here. It's enormously inspiring to me and to other unionists around this city that public housing residents are prepared to stand and fight against this kind of bastardry from the state government. I mean, you really would hope that with the change of government, you would see that the politics that underpin the decisions that they make would transform, but that's not what's happening now. It's not what's happening on a federal level. It's never been what's happened when Labor parties get elected, because actually they're subject to forces that are well outside of our control, and those forces which are putting them under pressure to sell and privatise this block of houses that are behind us are the same forces that are building the infrastructure you can see just out here, the fish markets. And I was just saying to my comrade Jono here, who's visiting from Melbourne, that the union's been thrown off that site, and the company, the marine construction company that is putting those big pylons in the ground, are refusing to let the union on site, and they're refusing to talk to us. And the consequences for them in that, fucking zero, nothing. Less than nothing. Whereas if those workers were to walk off the job, they would each be fined within an inch of their life, and the union would be deregistered and the officials would be chucked in jail. The incoming federal government has done absolutely nothing to change that situation, and they've done nothing to change the situation because they're happy with it. They're comfortable with it. They're comfortable with it because they don't want to see the fundamental social relations that govern this economy change at all. That's not what they want to do. They want to manage this economy fundamentally in the interests of the rich. That's what we know. The only people that have got the power to actually prevent that from occurring is us. Everyone who's standing here right now. And every time people like the public housing residents that are refusing to leave this joint and telling these pricks to get fucked, every time they stand up and have a fight like that, all of us grow a little bit stronger. Only a couple of weeks ago, I was in Eunora with some of the United Workers comrades over here at a picket, which was a medical supplies warehouse, working class Western Sydney people. And at that particular warehouse, they distribute, medical goods. Through COVID, they made bank. Like, I'm talking hundreds of millions. The company's turned around and is trying to starve these workers out, trying to throw them pittance, crumbs from the table. They said 3%, take it or leave it, we'll fucking walk away, you're all gonna lose your jobs or lose the contract, it's gonna die. Under the leadership of the union delegates at that site, with the support of the organisers that were behind them, they refused to give up in the same way that these public housing tenants are refusing to give up, and they won fucking 7%. More than double. And I can draw a direct line between what they're doing in Eunora and Western Sydney to what you guys are doing here, to what the workers out on that side are trying to do. Because what all of us are doing is together refusing to concede that the elite politicians and their mates in the construction industry, their mates in the warehousing, their mates that fucking own this joint, we're refusing to accept that they've got the power to do whatever the fuck they want in this city, because they don't. And as long as we stand together and refuse to allow them to do it, they fucking never will. On behalf of the Maritime Union of Australia, I've been sent down here at very late notice to send our solidarity to the people running this fight. Thank you. You're an inspiration to all of us, and we really will endeavour to do what we can to stand behind you at every step of the way. All power to you, comrades.